Evening all. I think we're up and running. Just wait for my screen to refresh my end. As per usual, give us a thumbs up underneath the video. Say hello in the chat. If you wonder why you can't chat, it's because you're not subscribed to the channel. Just subscribe to the channel, then you can join in with the live chat. It just stops spammers, basically, filling the chat up with loads of rubbish and adverts for I made £10 billion on Bitcoin and all that crap that you get if you don't do these things. So there we are. Right, let's see who's there. Lots of things to show you tonight. So, Paul Mitchell, evening. Ollie, hello. Peter N, Peter C, Gary, Rob, Elaine and Roger, Stella and Peter, evening. Excellent. Good few of you there. Good stuff. I'm sure there's some more as well. Do say hello. Hope you all had a jolly weekend. So I've had a bit of a mad few days. Friday, I left at 5:30 in the morning and got home at 3:15 Saturday morning. Then was back to the warehouse for 8 o'clock or something silly. So yes, a bit busy, but I did gather lots of goodies in, and more goodies are coming over the weekend. So there's about 30, I think, machines to show you. Some nice stuff, which I'll show you in a minute. Then we've got some pictures from Paul's gathering last weekend. Was it last weekend? I've lost track of time. Anyway, the people have sent in these little video clips. So thank you all who sent them in. What I'll do with those pictures and video clips when I get 5 minutes is I'll stick them all together and stick them up with a little video separately, and then link it to the events page on the website as well. Then I can give you a little credit for those who sent them in, because I can't remember who sent what picture at the minute, but they're all on my phone, so I'll figure it out. Those pictures, details of next event in September. And we travels up north on Friday, called in to see Darren at his new arcade, took a quick few snaps and sorted out the details for that for the 14th of September, that is. So we're doing Woodbank on the 13th, and Darren's at Skelmersdale on the 14th. What else have I got to show you? Oh, some pictures of Southwold Pier, Tim Hunkin's bizarre arcade machines on there, which look fantastic, which I must confess I've not seen personally. I must go and see which Peter Cousins sent in, and they popped down there in the week. So I'll show you those and a little video of Mr. Mitchell trying to work the Zimmer frame machine. I think he needs a bit of practice before he gets a Zimmer frame for real. That's all I shall say. You can watch the video in a minute. Evening, Peter W. So yeah, there we are. Right, where should we start on all that lot then? Let me have a mouthful of tea and think about it. I think we'll start with the auction stuff, shall we? Paul says, Cover the Spot was the top money taker on open day. Moonraker second, and the Tim Pan Alley third. Ah, there you go. I like Cover the Spot. I think it's a great machine. So it's a simple idea again, isn't it? But I was surprised not more of them seem to have survived, because it seems such a simple and quite clever and quite good addictive game, as evidently it proved, because it took the most money. So yeah, there only seems to be that one. There we are. Evening, Kevin Sinclair, hello. Ooh, got a nice rare Wonders Allwind you might like. I don't know if you've got it or not, but we'll see that in a minute. Sam, hello. Long time no speaky. Excellent. Right then, so let's have a look at some new entries. So at the moment, I think there's 77 machines listed on the Colcon site at the minute, plus all the ones I've got to add, which I'm going to show you now. So that takes us over 100 machines this time. So it's going to be a big sale. Lots of stuff. Hope we can find enough people to buy it all. That's a slight concern, isn't it? But there we are. We keep picking up a few new people every time, so hopefully it will all go. Hello, campers. Evening, Mr. Tree Frog. Right, so let me find the correct folder here for new machines. Then we'll look at some pictures of events, etc. Hang on a minute, I've muddled up my folders here. Bear with me just a second. Next, slot machines. That's what we want, isn't it? Right, a Brenco. There you go. Let me find some bigger pictures so I can properly see what I'm looking at on my screen, my end. Let's get it set up properly. You think I know how to do this by now, wouldn't you? Move that over there a bit, squidge that over there a bit. That like that, and I can see what I'm doing. Right, yes, Brenco 2 reeler, rare machine. Very nice cosmetically, this one. Just I plugged it in. It sort of just about works. I think it will work with not much doing. The reels were spinning, the cam thingamajiggle, you know, the switchy thing going around. Lights work. So cosmetically nice, but it wasn't accepting the coin. But I did notice there was a wire off. Looks like just a solder joint had broken on the where it goes onto the little cam switch bank. So it could well be all it is. But I don't know. But yeah, so it's pretty good. I'm tempted to solder it back on, but then it's not my machine. If I solder it on the wrong switch and it goes bang and I blow a motor up, I'm really into trouble, aren't I? So I'd probably best leave it. But I don't think there's much wrong with it. I say it's cosmetically very good. Come and have a look by all means. And yeah, rare old machine. Obviously was on old penny. His slot is old penny sized, and then a bit of metal underneath, making it down to new 1p size. So you can put it back on old penny easy enough. Just need a new bit of penny-sized tube for the payout. There we are. So that's that one. Anybody got one of those? I'm sure I've seen one somewhere. Was it? Is there one at Woodbank? Don't know. Or something similar. Somebody will let us know. That will go to a good home. Another Brenco, a Heads and Tails. This one, very nice condition, very nice cosmetic condition. Seems to be working perfectly. It's even got locks and keys. It's been on site not that long ago, I think. It's some relatively new, you know, electric warning stickers and things on the back, the usual sort of stuff. There we are. Again, quite a rare machine. I think there's one at Woodbank, and Pete's got one at, where's Pete Williamson's one? Is it in Yarmouth, I think, at the moment? Which have both been converted to old pennies. Jim, Backlash Jim, who don't know if he's on tonight, but if he is, he's done artwork in stock. So if you buy it and you want to put it on old penny, contact Jim, because he's already done the artwork ready to change to old penny. The bit, the kind of the flat bit, not the main upright one, doesn't need it. Whatever you call it, that bit, the bit with the pennies on. Anyway, so that's that one. We've got a Bellfruit action line, the Spitfire on the front there, whatever it is. It's a bit, isn't it? No, whatever it is. I'm not good on airplanes. That one. Again, cosmetically nice, working, paying out, etc. What it needs is somebody to open a sort of a 70s arcade, doesn't it? That'd be good. We've got quite a few of this era in this time. So yeah, I think that one's got, has that one got locks and keys? No, I think it's got its original locks but no keys, but it's unlocked. So you can get new keys cut for it. So one of those. A Bally Big Barrel. Kind of a robot looking machine. I thought it looks like the top is a face, doesn't it? Almost, doesn't it? So this is a bit odd because it's kind of a console machine. Standard like Bally mech, but the reels are in the bottom half. It pays out in the top. That what looks like the mouth is the payout cup. Working perfectly. Again, cosmetically very good. Locks, keys on 2p play. I think this is with. Does it got a changer, or you can put a you can put 10p in it and get 5 goes type thing. So again, that kind of era. I'm not sure which era it is exactly. Very early 70s, I think it must be. So that's that. And then on to some mechanical stuff. This arrived yesterday. Very nice condition. 3-ball forks, Brian's, old penny. Locks and keys, proper square Yale locks on it, etc., etc. We've got 3-ball 7-win as well in the sale already. So we've got 2 of the 3-ball machines. If you're looking for those. And then we've got a batch of bandits. The next one is not one of those. There's a batch of bandits in a minute. We've got a Sega Continental Striker Bonanza. This kind of metallic-y magenta-y paint, quite striking. This one's on sixpence. Locks and keys, etc. These are ones with a mech where you can slide the mech out and spin it around on like a draw slide thing. Very good design. Very heavy, mind you. I got a Rare Wonders, a rally ball. One you very, very rarely see this one with a rally car, kind of a hill climbing. Well, I guess that, and they're kind of hill descending, aren't they? Because the cars are coming down the hill rather than up it. But theme. So that's quite nice. In the later design cabinet, old penny. Not many days, but I just noticed it says under the last couple of Molly. It looks like Molly Boil. Presumably a kind of a Mickey take of Mobile oil. There's a lot of funny things on the Wonders back press, and tiny little details, little kind of in jokes and things, right? And I think it might say Fastrol instead of Castrol at the bottom there, just above the tyre. I don't know if you can see. If you've got a big screen you're in, you can probably see better than I can. I've only just noticed those. So that looks quite good fun. Rare Wonders. A tip top. Again, nice cosmetic conditioning, this one. It looks like the coin slot, the blue bit across there, that looks like it's probably been changed at some time. I think it's probably shilling size. But easy enough to just, it's only a bit of perspex, file it out to old penny. But yeah, got the all the shelves in there. Good condition, locks and keys, etc. Super money taken if you're operating anywhere. If you've got an arcade, you need these. It takes so much money. Great thing. A Mills high top bonus, very nice. Not had one of these for I think 2016 when I looked up. I think was the last one we sold. High top bonus, all working perfectly. All the bonus bits there. Escalator. Yeah. Locks, keys, ready to go. Don't turn up too often, especially with all the bonus bit complete and working. So don't miss that one if you're a Mills fan. Then we've got a batch of Bandits, 10 I think there is, all coming from Ray Roberts, who you know, one of the kind of the very early collectors really. Collected most of these, he was telling me he got in the early 70s when he kind of first started collecting, and had the pick of the crop really. So some particularly kind of nice original ones that he's kept all these years. Sold off most of his operating stuff when he stopped travelling the arcade. How long ago that was, I can't remember. I should have asked him. He used to do a lot of steam rallies, nice big hoopla stall with machines in, up in sort of North Wales, Lancashire area, that kind of area. And of course, you'll know Ray made the Parker's carousel all-wins from all the spare bits. He managed to get out of Parker's when they stopped, well, years after they stopped making them. Ray bought all the bits, and then made those lovely Parker's carousel all-wins, and then made all the odd bits that were missing or had them made. So yeah, so he's having a bit of a sort out. So he's selling these to make room to do a few more restoration projects that he's got squirreled away in the back of his shed. So we might see a few more from Ray in due course. Anyway, what's he got? So a nice governor. So this one's shillings, but it run on new 10p. He's been using it as a money box. That's why it's got a little 10p sticker on it and a pound. Jackpot. So obviously you can whip the stickers off. But yeah, original finish. Just a nice original machine really. As all this batch are. Rather than horses, oh, the high top, yes. The high top bonus, yes, rather than horses, yeah, they are, aren't they? Sinclair says most probably copyrights made it close in name. Oh yes, the on the Wonders, yeah, probably. I like them as kind of like a little in joke almost, isn't it? Like there was all those backflashes. fascinating things. Anyway, so the Governor. A nice Sega Copper Star. Again, all original paint, good chrome, good Formica. On old penny. Again, very original, really nice original machine. As I say, Ray bought these early 70s. So they've been sat in his collection for pretty much 50 years. So not had a lot of use some of these before they went into the collecting scene, as it were. But yeah, I haven't done the rounds, which is nice. It's getting hard these days to find machines that have not done the rounds. So one of those. An Extraordinary on penny. Jackpot. Gold Award. These are obviously, they're all working nicely, all got back doors, locks, keys, everything. I think the Governor's not got a key, but it's unlocked. It's got its proper back door. It's the only one that hasn't got keys. The rest have got keys. Just because he's using it as a money box. So that's that one. A Mills, one of the early high tops. The Jewel Bell one. Again, original two-tone wrinkle paint. Dagger handle, etc. With Formica size, I should imagine I probably later applied to kind of modernise it, but the paint's original. Jackpot on that one, some sixpence, escalator, etc. Oh, this looks like an auction from 20 years ago with electromechanical machines again. Yeah. Big auction, isn't it? Claret and blue, good colours. Yes, yeah, a nice colour combo that one, isn't it, actually? But yes, could be yours in your colours. Say no more. Right, so that's that one, and we've got a Sega Bonanza Star. Again, original paint, really good chrome, good Formica, locks, keys, sixpence, jackpot, escalator, etc., etc. Nice and as original as you're going to find one. Roman head on penny. Jackpot, gold award. I don't know if the skill slots work on this one or not. I haven't checked yet. Haven't tried any of these, but skill slots buttons, I imagine they probably do. So yeah. Nice, good looking machine, aren't they, a Roman head? So that's rather nice. And then we've got a Jubilee Riviera Mini Maxi. The mini skirted ladies on the front. And the long coats. Really good chrome. Really good Formica side. Really good glass front. Everything about it. Again, as I say, obviously this was not that old probably when it came off the floor when Ray bought it. So there we are. Quite in vogue at the moment, this kind of flat front chromey stuff, isn't it? Sort of 60s stuff. Jennings Bingo Bell. You get bingo on the win line for a bingo award. Yeah, an original chrome, etc. Nice machine. When was my first auction? I remember going to one at the racecourse. Oh, before the racecourse days, I used to do them in the village hall just down the road here. Very first ones. I think it was it 1990? Don't know. I will archive all those auction catalogues at some point. That will be done on version 4 of the Colcon website, which I'm working on at the moment. I've made a start programming it. I'm recoding the entire website for reasons which will become clear in the future, because there's future developments and projects for it. But it means I've got to recode the entire site to do it, basically, which is a big job. But yeah, I think it's about 1990 or 91. Yeah, something like that. So yeah, used village hall down the road for a while, then a few school halls. I used to keep getting banned from them for various reasons. I think they didn't like me making money, mainly. And then we found Huntingdon Racecourse, which was great until they knocked the building down. It was spacious, big, just off the motorway, and easy to find. There we are. Anyway, where did we get to? Bingo Bell, yeah. Bursting Cherry, the third Bursting Cherry we got in the sale. This one's on Old Penny though. I think the other ones are on sixpence, I think, from memory. Bursting Cherry on Penny. And I had a pub next door, yes. Well, the village hall had a pub directly opposite, didn't it? You walked out the village hall, across the street, and then into the pub. The racecourse had a pub just on the junction, the other side of the junction, pretty much. So they're both quite good for pubs. There's some nice pubs in Godmanchester. I'm reliably informed. I haven't actually had time to go to any of them yet myself. Those who ventured out tell me they're very nice. Anyway, Bursting Cherry, a black cherry on sixpence, Jackpot Escalator, etc., etc. So that's yeah. So that's those 10 bandits are all from Ray, and then we've got a high top, kind of metallic red finish. I actually thought this was a Sieg one or a Mills one or a clone one. So it looked like a Mills on the cash tray trim. The top casting looks like Seager. Don't know. Anyway, one of the others on Old Penny. It's nice and shiny. What do you want? Little Sig Vendor. We had, I think we sold this one. Was it last auction or the auction before? Chap changed his mind and decided to sell it again. Nice little machine, that one. Still don't know who made it. It's nice castings. Change machine with some tokens. 4 tokens, ones with holes in. Working with tokens. There you go. So we've got a bandit that uses those sort of tokens. Machine to go with it. A very nice all in deluxe twin slot one, so pennies and tokens, reserve ball, really nice original one, original fabric, brass spandrels, original instruction cards, 3 ball reserve, original lock, just really nice original machine, really. Classic all in deluxe. 5 win. This one's had a, so it's an original machine, but it's just been put in a new cabinet. Good chrome on the fittings, etc. Nice and smart. It's kind of nice and smart that the, you know, your wife might let you have it in the house type smart. That one I would suggest. Auto Fruit working. Jameson Flasher, pennies, locks and keys. Again, nice, cosmetically nice. Ready to go, basically. Had a whole batch of different Flasher ones last time, didn't we? Auto Fruit. Have we sold an Auto Fruit last time or not? But anyway, there we are. An Auto Fruit. And also the top 10 has arrived, which was going to come last time. Then I think there was a dodgy relay or a dodgy motor or something in it had stopped working. That's been sorted. So it's now up and running. Again, old pennies, locks and keys. With the top 10 theme. Adam Faith, Cliff Richard, Elvis Presley, Billy Fury and Frank Ifield records on the front there. If you've got a kind of retro rock and roll-y themed games room or cafe or something, it'd be perfect for it, wouldn't it? And that's that one. Steerable. Arrived this morning. Working. Do a little bit of cosmetic titivating, shall we say? But yeah, it's working. I had a steerable for a while, so if you're looking for a steerable, there you go. Little easy project. And the Spookettes working model. Very nice condition, this one. It's all been done. Ready to go. Locks, keys. Working, obviously. Digital sound thingy in it. Really nice condition. So that's sort of ready to go straight in your arcade or straight on site. Even better still, go into money with it. Oh, there we are. Back to the start again. So there we are. So that's that lot. Just press the play button, run through it again, then quickly, and then we'll look at something else. So entries are now closed for this auction. We're up 105 or 6 machines, I think there is, something like that. And yes, it's a bit. Why aren't the pictures moving? Let's try and click that button instead. It's a bit full in the warehouse, to put it mildly. So yes, can't take any more for this one. The next one will be in September. So hopefully there's a bit of something there for everybody. We've got some early stuff, some middle stuff, some late stuff, some electromechanical, some big stuff, little stuff. Bit of everything. Some nice bandits. As per usual, most of it's without reserve. And a few bits have got reserves on. Are all sensible. I don't take things in I don't think I can sell. So it's all to go. I'll be surprised if anything doesn't sell. Well, sometimes get the odd one thing. If nobody wants to see a Continental this time, then it's not going to go, is it? But you know what I mean. Everything's here to sell. So there we are. He says, "What a sale! Well done." Yes, it's just gone a bit mad this past week. Flooding in. So it will be a good sale. There's lots of spares again as usual. I haven't had time to sort them out. There's spares, there's coins, there's some books. I think there's 3 or 4 stands. You know, the usual bits and bobs to go with the machines. So they'll get catalogued in due course. So this coming week's project is photographs of all these machines, the proper photographs and descriptions. And then I'll do the big walk around video thing again once they're all in and set up, and so you can see them all playing. Viewing will be on the Saturday the 26th, as per usual, the Saturday before. Good stuff. Right, I think there's 3 or 4 more to look through, just in case you missed the start of this, and then we'll look at pictures from last weekend. And then we've got some pictures of Darren's Arcade, something else. Oh, Southwold Pier Arcade. And by the time I've done all that, my teeth have gone cold. Which usually means it's time to stop and go and do something else, doesn't it? Excellent. Right, where do we get to? Bingo Bell. I think there's about another 3 or 4 machines, isn't it, to go through. Do we get to Spookettes again? So if there's any questions on that lot, fire away. Otherwise, wait for the proper pictures and descriptions to go up later in the week. Hopefully there's something there to tempt you all. If not, then you're too damn fussy. We'll say. Right, what have we got left to look at? The Woodbine there, little change machine. With the tokens. And a couple of nice Allwins. And there we are. Right, let me find in the background here the pictures for the pictures from Paul's. What have I done with them? Paul's 2025 pictures. Right, there we go. I'll just line them up. Then they should come up. If I find the right button to collect, which is that one there. How are we doing? Top 10. What else was there? Steerable, Spookettes, wasn't there? Spookyettes. till video spook gets running, etc. There we are. Right then. Good grief. Right, so pictures from Paul's gathering last weekend. Thank you for everyone who sent them in. I can't remember who sent what in offhand, and the pictures are probably coming out in a jumbled up fashion. So if you sent a picture in, thank you very much. I'll say, oh, that was mine, whatever. But if you missed it, this is what you missed. Right, some reprobates. Yes. It's more reprobates. Look, fancy letting that lot in your garden. You must be mad. Anyway, yes, much barbecuing was had by all. What's next? So these are going to come out in a funny order, probably. Ah, Luke is there, winning something on the crane. Excellent. In the aftermath, down at the beach. On Saturday night, some of us went down into town on the pier. That was very much fun, wasn't it? Yeah, what else we got? Pushers. So Paul's collection of little countertop pushers. Much admired and much sought after. Very hard to find. Yes. What else? We've got some pins. Some nice, some really interesting pinballs, like animated backflashes and things Paul's got. You'll notice another pinball machine wedged underneath as well. Always that problem. There's never quite enough space, is there? Yes. We all have that problem, don't we? What have we got on this one? A lot of stuff crammed in. It's really hard to get big, wide shots. So well done to everybody for trying. Ah, carousel. We talked about carousels earlier on, wasn't we? Carousel will win. The very impressive Moonraker. I think did Paul say it was number 2 on the takings earlier on? Yeah, Moonraker was second. What a machine. Well, it's not really a machine, is it, as such? An impressive thing. Basketball there. Love that Moonraker at Thomas's. Yeah. Last one I saw, I remember being at might be been the one of the Thomas's down from it used to be in the arcade that went from the big caravan site. So if you like went out the front of Thomas's left, and that, where the big caravan site is, just like one half up between the beach road or the beach and the whatever the road is called. I can't remember what it's called, but that arcade there, which is now just modern stuff. That was the last beach Moonraker I remember seeing. That was when I was operating. I couldn't buy it; they wouldn't sell it at the time, and it just disappeared. Imagine they smashed it up. Shame. There we go. There's an action line there. Look, we've got one of those in the auction. Lots of other nice goodies. The classic Penny Falls pusher, of course. The little trees and the logs and things in. Remember those as a kid. What have we got in this one? Small pinballs and things. Corner of the treasure cave. Who we got here? Ollie and Jeff. Very good. More pins. Clacton Pier sign. Basketball machine. Good fun, that basketball machine. The Lucky 10 pusher, rare thing as well. That's a thing that was new this year. The goalie machine, of course. I think Paul's still looking for more footballers for it. I don't think I've got a close up of those, but I've sold several of the little football players over the years that kicked the penny onto the playfield. Has Paul got two or three on the machine now? And I've sold a few. So if you've got a footballer looking for a good home, I'm sure Paul will be very pleased to buy it off you. The Moonraker again. I think everyone was trying to take a picture, but the trouble is so much stuff in Paul's games from these, you can't, and it's such a big machine. It's a job to get back far enough to get it all in one picture. That carpet, great, isn't it? Proper arcade carpet. Paul says he's got 2 footballers, still needs 6 more. Yeah, they're out there somewhere. So we'll track them down eventually. What else got here? Silver Surf. Can't see where that one's are. Too small on my screen this end. I've got too many things on my screen at once. More pushers. That's a good high one, isn't it? I think. How did they get that one? Somebody sat on top of a pinball machine or something, I think, to get that shot. Whoever took that one, well done. Good high up view. Or it was somebody very tall, one or the other. Nice shot. Yeah, it's good, isn't it? Down the row. The much admired matcha fruit on the side there next to the Tutti Frutti. Oh, there we are. That's it for that. There's some video clips as well. I've stuck them all together, so let me just play them out. Hang on a moment, find the video clips. Very impressive collection. Great. Always. love the noise all the pings and dings. Yeah. Too noisy actually. Definitely loud. There we go. Appropriately look, and ends on the airport pinball, which was the first ever machine I had when I was a kid. I was about 6 or 7. Some of you know the tale. I was at antiques. Mum was an antiques dealer. There's an auction. Brought up an auction since I was a baby and pestered her for this pinball machine. It was £26. I remember distinctly from David Batt's auction at over toward Haverhill. I remember the name of it in a minute. The place. Batty's auction. And somehow they got it home and up the spiral staircase here in the cottage into my bedroom. And I was the most popular kid at school because I've got this pinball machine. It had been painted bright yellow. Well, like sort of custardy yellow, I remember distinctly the whole machine. And I could sort of see there was a pattern underneath the original paint. And it took me hours and hours and hours, but I scraped off all the yellow paint and found the original like this one. You can see the kind of red, white and blue zigzaggy patterns on the side. And carefully masked all that up and repainted it in the proper colours. So that was my first ever machine restoration. Not this particular machine. And I don't know, probably 6 or 7 years, I think. It was absolutely fine. And then something went wrong with it. The big rotary cam switch thing, when you start up, it just go round and round and round and round, trying to reset, and it wouldn't stop resetting. And I didn't know how to fix it. It's probably just a relay sticking or a wire come off something, I suspect, somewhere. And it sat in the shed for a couple of years and eventually sold it to a chap from Norfolk who used to do pinballs. I can't remember his name. So it cost £26. Had all those years' enjoyment. I think I got £50 for it broken when I sold it. So I was well pleased. There you go. I'm sure. So it didn't quite seem that loud. Just well, Doctor Who wasn't working. Fantastic cake. Yes, cake, very good. Still isn't working. Well, Doctor Who, oh dear. Kevin's Gutter Doctor Who wasn't working. Always one of my favourite pinballs. I'm sure it'll be working next year. Right then, I think was it the next day? Peter and co went to Southwold Pier and took some pics. A little video clip of the arcade there. This is Tim Hunkin's mad machines. Very clever. There's if you search on YouTube, there's quite a few videos of them making some of these machines and about them. Just put in Tim Hunkin, Hunkin. Used to do the Secret Life of Machines on TV, for those of you old enough like me to remember. But he's got a lot of these machines working on Southwold Pier. All his kind of own creation. Very strange ideas. Brilliant. Lots of weird and wonderful machines. I think, I'm not sure if it's still running, but it's got another little arcade, or did have, in London as well. I remember a few years ago, I don't know if it was just in the COVID thing or whatever, it was kind of, I think for a while, if not still, it was sort of turned into more, you could like hire it for the evening for parties and things rather than being open all day to the public. But I don't know, I haven't looked up the website somewhere, whether it's open again or still open or whatever. But some interesting things. Gary's given Paul permission to get a North Star pinball. Half of it's down my garden. Right. Look at this fly drive. Mad, isn't it? What a mad machine. So perhaps next year on Saturday we will have a trek to South Pole Pier. Saturday night we can have Chippy again. Chippy was very nice in Clacton, wasn't it? Chippy with a bar. Very impressed with that. I think we all were. Chip shop with a bar. Definitely go there again next year. Peters, we played the pirate thing. You have to bounce up and down on a seat. Marvellous. The Booth of Truth. That looks interesting, isn't it? The Booth of Truth. Presumably some kind of fortune tellery type thing. Frankenstein. I know there's a video of that on YouTube because I've seen it. Kind of doing it and working it. The Super Cycle. In fact, I think I've seen a video of him building that as well. Search them out. There's some good stuff. Not good just after breakfast, bouncing up and down on the sleeves. No, probably not. No. Quick Fit Learn instant fitness machine. That sounds like a good idea. Walking the dog machine. Test your nerve. Yeah, some good, got some great bonkers ideas. Love them. And then this one. Now we've got the what's it called? The Zimmer frame one. I haven't got big enough pictures to read what it says on the thing. Mobility Masterclass. There we are. Mobility Masterclass. We've got a nice little video here. Paul practicing for when he gets his own Zimmer frame. So I think you'll like this. Look, here we go.
I'm videoing you now. You better perform. No, has he started yet?
Yes, what can you say? I don't think Paul's going to get his Zimmer frame just yet. I don't think he's quite ready for one yet. I don't think. A bit more practice required. There you go. So there we are. So that was Southwold Pier. With some interesting machines, which kind of leads us into a neat little segue into Darren's new arcade, which I just took a quick few snaps of. If I can find them. Bear with me just a minute. What have I done with them? Hang on a moment. Desktop folder. Yeah, here we go. Right, hang on a minute. Let's try that. Yes, here we go. So on the 14th of September, so 13th and 14th of September weekend. 13th, we're going to Woodbank Penny Arcade again, Robert Speed Arcade. And then 14th, we're going over to this arcade, which is Darren's new place in Skelmersdale in the Concourse Shopping Centre. There we are, quite big. I think there's about 80 machines in there or something. Mostly big stuff, as you can see. Quite a few working models. Nice Crompton's Cave of Horrors there. Pinky Perky, football tables, ice hockeys. Working models, the Hornby trains, etc. Good assortment of stuff. Machines. So yeah, a bit different. Several different kind of mutoscopes and viewers and things. Some stuff you don't see all the time. And at the back, I don't think I took a separate picture, but the back there where it says, on this picture behind where it says Edwardian Fairground, that's a working model fairground. Behind that is like is illusion area, all stuff Darren's made, like optical illusion things, which is in the process of coin knocking at the minute. So there'll be in the next few days, I just think, ready to open that bit. All these strange optical illusions. They're quite interesting. What have we got there? Pinky Perky, the Cave of Horrors. The great big Disney working model on the right there, the big purpley thing. From Watermouth Castle. There was 4 of them at Watermouth, and so there was one here at Darren's, and funnily enough the other ones are at, or will be at, if they're not already, at Woodbank. So they've all kind of gone up north from down in Devon. His robot there on the right. If you remember the first one we did at Woodbank, Darren brought the robot when it wasn't finished. He was still building it because he built that. He's busy building Frankenstein at the moment. As you can see, next to the robot is the bottom half of Frankenstein. So I don't think that'll be finished. The electronics are being done at the moment, apparently. So with a bit of luck, by the time we get there in September, Frankenstein will be done as well. But yeah, the robot does all sorts of things. All those little kind of squares and circles on, they're all individual little windows, and they all light up and there's things happening in them. They're all like animated little illusion things again, and little robots doing things and all sorts of stuff. And then it gives you a fortune card at the end of it, so it tells you fortune. Brilliant, what a creation. Very late about evening, or have I got a crown? Says Greg. Picked on the wrong picture. What picture was I looking for? Ah, there you go. Look, how about that? Starring role. Right. You can see them later on. You can rewind and start from the back again. Where did we get to? Darren's Arcade. Yes, there we go. Collection of vending machines there. Remember all those Glendale egg type vending machines? The parrot and the teddy bear and the clown and all those sorts of things. What have we got here? Some more mutoscopes, Crybaby, Laughing Policeman, Clown in between the two. You can't quite see in that picture. Burglar working model, Sooty, train set, Hornby train set, quite rare. So yeah, there you go. Some nice bits. So I'll put up on the ColeCon website, if you go to the homepage, see the link here. Look, next event, details here, etc. And on the calendar as well, Northern Meetup. So details are there. If anybody doesn't know, I'm sure you all do, but I'll do you a thing there. Look, there's the link. Right, where did I get to on the comments? Greg, very late evening. All have I got a crown? You have to do more chats to get a crown. That seems to be how it works. I'm still not entirely sure on this crown thing, but anyway. Peter C, we're all booked for Northern Weekend. Can you add us for the Saturday night meal, please, Steve? Yeah, I'll sort that in a minute. I don't deserve a crane. Great photo. Paul says, me and Tracy booked up as well. Excellent. What hotels are people staying at? So on here, I'll put a link for the Premier Inn, which is where I stayed last time and where I've booked Premier Inn. think Peter W is staying there as well. That's kind of the nearest to Woodbank. Other than that, have a search around. So the address for both Saturday and Sunday are there. Click on the link, that takes you to the shopping centre website. That takes you to Woodbank website as well, so you can see the maps, all the details. What I will do in the next couple of weeks' time is I'll put a little form or something on here. So it's free, there's no charge for going to this one. Don't need to book in as such, but I will put a form up, so if you can let us know if you're coming. It's useful for both venues to know how many people are going to turn up, and also if you want to join us Saturday evening at the pub. Very nice pub, just about 10 minutes down the road from Woodbank. And then we'll book tables there so we can all sit together, because a popular pub gets busy. Brilliant views out, you can see them miles and miles and miles. Really nice spot, so we do need to kind of book tables there to book us all in. So I'll sort that in a couple of weeks' time, which is a little bit probably after the auction. But those are the dates, those are the details, there's the addresses. Link there for the premiere, which is kind of the nearest one. There's rooms available at the moment still. Or there was this morning when I booked mine. Or you might want to sort of travel the night and find a hotel at Skelmersdale Way. Or you might only go to do one day. So there we are. That's obviously all up to you to sort out. So there you go. Paul's at the premiere as well. Is the pub child friendly? Yes. Really nice pub. I don't think I put a link on, but you can find it. Oh, it is linked. You click on there. Oh, we don't want any cookies, thank you much. There we are, look. Beautiful place. There's the address on there, look, so it's not far away. They've probably got a kids menu, I don't know. There's the map. Anyway, there's all the details on that. So yeah, the other thing, obviously Woodbank, click on that, takes you to Woodbank's website. Oh, there's a picture with the largest opening arcade in the north. There we are. Colorama. Excellent machine. There you go. Oh look, there's heads and tails. Stuff there about Woodbank if you've not been there before, and if you click the concourse one, it takes you to the shopping centre. I don't think there's anything on here yet about Darren's Arcade. Is it on the? It's on the first floor. Oh yeah, it's on the map there now. Look, Unit 143, the amazing Novelty Orium Mechanical Museum. There you go. I did put a note there, I mean that's too early to say, but I put here that if the arcade's on the first floor, so there's a multi-storey car park sort of adjoining the shopping centre. If you park on the top level of the car park, as you walk into the shopping centre, the arcade's directly opposite as you go in the shopping centre, as it happens. But I put there, you know, there's food outlets on the site, and there's the usual fast food outlets adjacent there too. I think there was a KFC and a McDonald's and the usual suspects kind of around the shopping centre, as well as what's in the centre itself. So you won't go hungry. And you can do your shopping. What more do you want? So there we are. Hopefully a few people will come up for that. Travel Lodge, 108 for 2 nights, then on to Blackpool. Excellent. Peter says, add me to the pub for dinner. Ollie says, which Travel Lodge? Bradford, about 7 miles away. There you go. 108 for 2 nights. That's a lot cheaper than the Premier. I think the Premier I paid £104. I think it's more for 1 night. So yes, that's a lot cheaper. So yeah, shop around, see what else you can find. No doubt there's like if you go on like Airbnb as well, I expect, and hotels. What's the late rooms and all those sorts of things. Have a search, see what you can find. If you can find any good hotels that look nice and are cheap, let me know and I can add them to the page for other people as well. So yeah, should be a good weekend. And then a few days later, is it Wednesday? Peter W will tell us there's a thing. Blackpool are doing a behind the scenes tour of the tower. Wednesday, I think it is. I'm sure Peter will fill us in the details in a minute, which I'm kind of tempted to see if I can afford that many days off and do as well. That sounds quite fun. Because from Woodbank or Bingley, you're heading Blackpool way. Skelmersdale, I think it's about 3/4 of an hour from Blackpool, something like that. Paul's off to Blackpool as well after Darren's. There we are. We've always got a week's holiday booked by the sounds of things. So I might see if I can do it as well. I can go to my favourite Mexican restaurant in Blackpool. Really nice Mexican restaurant. But I think somebody said, I think it was Peter said that the Pleasure Beach doesn't open till Wednesday. It's closed Monday, Tuesdays, or will be closed Monday, Tuesdays in September. So if you're thinking of doing some roller coasting, you need to be there until Wednesday, at least. So there we are. Yeah. So anybody, if anybody knows of any good places to stay around there, or any other attractions to visit while you're up that way, anything else interesting, then do let me know and I can add them onto the page. So those that are making a weekend of it or longer, I've got some other things to do. Kevin says, oh, could I be naughty and have Lucas off school to head to Blackpool too? Well, I can't see why not. It's educational. Educational, isn't it? Or it might be unwell. But educational, I think. Wednesday, Blackpool Tower, 10 AM, £15 a ticket. There we are then. I have to look into that one. I'm sorely tempted. What am I going to be doing then? September. Probably because I've got September auction. What date's the September auction? I'm going to be busy, aren't I? 28th of September, so it's 2 weeks before. So I'll close. Yeah. I might do. It'll just be a mad rush when I get back to get the September auction organised. Yes. Just put on the Tower website. There you go. And of course, I can't remember what Darren's website is now, but it's got the other two smaller arcades at the boat lift place and the boat museum place. I can't remember what they're called, which is very embarrassing at the moment. The fancy mechanical boat lift thing, which is not working at the moment, he was telling me, is having a bit of a refurb this year. But, yeah, so there we are. So that's that. What else did I have to tell you? Was that it? Have I told you everything? I can't remember. Trouble getting old, you forget things, don't you? I think that's the lot. Yes, I think so. So there we are. All good fun. Should we just put that up again for a bit? There we are, yeah, to remind you. So this week, yes, I'm busy cataloguing, photographing, cataloguing the auction. Monday, Tuesday night, might be video, might not, because I might be doing a family thing Tuesday, I'm not sure yet. If it's not Tuesday night, it'll be Wednesday night, so just keep an eye on your YouTube notifications if you're subscribed, or website if you're not. The next live stream. Otherwise, yeah, it's a frantic week of photographing and videoing and cataloguing, getting all the details of all the machines up. Busy, busy, busy. Paul says, love to miss the Tower, only there Sunday night and Monday, then up to the Lake District. Lovely. Bit of a grand tour. Excellent. Yeah, I'm sure there's some, must be, we need some things to do on Monday and Tuesday in the Blackpoolish area, Lancashire area. Sure, there must be some more things to see. Places to go. Don't know what else is up that way that time of year. Anyway, there we are. I think that's it for me. I think I've told you everything I need to tell you. Any questions, fire away. Otherwise, we'll call that an evening. And I shall have an early night. I've got an early start tomorrow. Again, it's going to be hot in the warehouse tomorrow, I think. So I'll try to start early in the morning until it gets a bit too warm. And I can come and sit in the cool and edit photographs. Super. Right, so thank you all very much. And thank you all who sent in pictures and video clips and all that jazz. See, when you all send me stuff, there's more to look at, isn't there? So, as I say, on your travels, if you find anything interesting to take some pictures of, or if you're doing something, if you're restoring something, whatever, anything you think might be interesting to everybody else, send it through to me, and we can have a look on the next live stream. Because that's what it's all about. Otherwise, then, I'll see you either Tuesday evening or Wednesday evening, one or the other. Have a jolly couple of days, whatever you're up to. And I'll leave you all to go and sort your weekend out. 13th, 14th of September, book your hotels and all that sort of stuff. And then, as I say, in a couple of weeks' time, I'll put a little form on here so you can just let me know how many people are coming and who's going to be staying for the evening meal. But also, I think last year it was tricky. I think we did kind of try and book a big table in the cafe at Woodbank. It's a really nice cafe at Woodbank for lunch. But then people were chatting and thinking it was a bit tricky. So we probably won't do that again. It means it ties their table up, and it's really busy there anyway. So I think we have to be a bit ad hoc on the lunch front there. But we'll see what we can organise. Yeah, super. Right, that's it, I think. Thank you all. Catch you soon. Nighty night, over and out.